we are in an area that's very sensitive environmentally.
Working on property that is owned by the city of North Vancouver.
We're underneath the wharf at what was formerly BC's largest shipyard, and we're cleaning up contamination. We're working in an intertidal zone, so the area behind me is flooded when the tide's in, and so we have to excavate just during a short window when the tide's out, and it's gone down low enough that we can actually excavate the dirt, the contaminated dirt, without having to deal with all the water. To get the equipment in here, we're using very small excavators, which had to be lowered into this area by even larger excavators. Then we cut a hole in the retaining wall so that we can excavate some dirt and get them in at a low elevation. Cleaning up metal contamination that is leaching into Burrard Inlet, and it's deleterious to all the wildlife we treasure here in Vancouver.
Because we are excavating at the property line, another part of this work is that the level of grade at the city is several meters lower, 2 meters to 3 meters lower than grade of the adjacent property. Install the wall into the hard pan, the silt, so then you get a hydrogeological divide between the property of Pinnacle and the city's property. The great thing about this job is that we know that we take out material that is extremely heavily contaminated. When we pull it up, we see it's black, it's oily, or there's pieces of metal debris. There are sections in there where the metals are, where the soils are almost rusty red.
The samples that we're collecting behind me, or the gentleman's collecting, are samples of the fill that was put into this area to elevate it relative to the intertidal zone. And now it's heavily contaminated with metals. We're doing analyses at analytical laboratories, and this is very important for protecting our wildlife. There are herons, seagulls, starfish, and so we are in an area that's very sensitive environmentally. As a result, Burrard Environmental Review Committee had to give us special permission to work in this area outside the fisheries window so that we could do this work and get it cleaned up in time for when it's more sensitive to the fish that otherwise migrate through these areas.